What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the third release of the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Goku from Dragon Ball Super, or if you were around when this form originally came out, Dragon Ball Battle of Gods. And this isn't one I'm really all that excited for, but I got a job to do, so let's go ahead and get into it, starting off with the sexy packaging. Now for the box, it's literally the same thing we've been getting with all of the Dragon Ball releases from years on in. At this point, you've got the theme color in the background, which this time around is red. It almost hides the hair of the figure. It's the same color. But anyway, you have SH Figuarts Son Goku, Super Saiyan God right here. And then it says Saiyan God instilled with the light of righteous hearts. That is way too long of a title for an action figure. But yeah, you got the Toei sticker at the bottom, Dragon Ball Super, Tamashii Nation's Bandai, images all along the side right here, image on the top, at the bottom, nothing on this side. Then of course on the back, we got some poses we can get the figure into, as well as some stuff at the bottom that I cannot read because I imported this figure again from Ami, if you want to know where I got this. And last I checked, he is still in stock, probably because most people already got their own version of this figure. But yeah, if you want to pick it up, feel free to check there. Now, straight out of the packaging, I'm going to go ahead and give my personal opinion on this action figure. I will say that out of all three Super Saiyan God releases so far, in my opinion, I believe this is the best looking one. And the reason I say that is simple. Color choice. I really love the colors on this. I am someone who really likes very vibrant and saturated colors, and this figure is just that, with a little bit of shading on top, and of course the paint for the hair being more matte than metallic, which I absolutely love. And when it comes to the first release, the colors of the gi were great, but they were much too muted for me to really like. It just didn't appeal to my personal taste. And then the event exclusive version where the hair was metallic, I was not feeling that at all. So this, I have to say, is the perfect combination of both. But that being said, it doesn't go without me having my own personal issues with it. And I say personal because some of you might be okay with it. I'll get into those a little bit later. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look at him so we can examine the details. Now, I did review this figure in the past, and so I'm going to try to go through the rest of the review pretty quickly, but don't go watch that old review. I promise you'll cut your ears off. But anyway, it's the same figure, literally the same figure. The hair, I believe, is closer to the color of the initial release, which is fine by me. It has a bit of a shine to it, as it should. It is a Super Saiyan form. The skin tone and everything looks really great. I love how the colors really complement each other on this figure. I like the paint for the eyes. Sadly, I don't like the fact that the neutral face is him looking to the side. I would have much rather they just threw in an extra faceplate with the same expression of him looking to the side. I don't like looking to the side expressions if we don't have the same, at least neutral expression where they're looking forward as well. I just don't like that. Anyway, moving on to the gi itself. The blue and the orange, they complement each other so well on this figure. And I know I just said that, but all of the colors seem to do that with this guy, man. Tamashii Nations really went in with the paint on this. The white behind the logo right here is a little dull, which is fine by me. It's not like it needs to shine or be completely white like the rest of the figure. It's just something that I wanted to mention. The shading on this guy is heavy. Now, I don't know if you can see it right here, but in this little area underneath the diaphragm joint and then right at the knees, maybe my camera's picking it up. If not, you'll just have to get your hands on this guy to see. It's very heavy shading, and I love shading, so I'm not going to complain about it. Even though I think it is a little too much, it's still there. And then there's also shading on the inside of the sleeves right here as well. That kind of tucks under the arm, exactly where shading would be if this was a real life character or if the sunlight was hitting this character. You guys know what I mean. So yeah, it's cool. All the way down to the boots, it looks like a really, really good figure. Again, this, in my personal opinion, is the best look for a Super Saiyan God Goku. Now, articulation wise, obviously there's absolutely nothing new here. The head is still on that ball hinge, so it looks up about that much, looks down about that much. He does get quite a bit of tilt and turn, some of it also coming from the base of the neck. When it comes to the arms, they only go up and out about that much if you keep the sleeve outward, but obviously you're going to get some gapping. So if you want him to do those upward punches, you're going to have to rotate the arm upward as well. Butterfly joints are effective, so he can do the Kamehameha poses as long as you pose him right. Behind here is painted orange, so whenever you move those sleeves back, you don't see skin tone inside the body. That makes me happy. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that are very effective. Hands are on a ball peg, so you can move them around about that much before the wristband gets in the way. Diaphragm joint, not the most effective as this is an older body. He leans back about that much, forward almost none at all. We're really going to say none at all because he truly doesn't. And if you try to move it forward any more than that, this middle piece right here is going to pop off. He does turn at the waist, so that's good. But like I said, leaning forward, you're just not going to get anything out of that. Now, one good thing is when it comes to the legs, he can kick all the way forward and backwards because this is before they started sculpting butts on the figure. When it comes to kicking inward and outward, it only goes about that much, which, I mean, that's fine with me. He does have a built-in thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no articulation right here whatsoever, but at the ankle, it does turn very well, quite a bit of ankle articulation. I think that's a little better than before, but I'm not entirely sure. Foot goes forward and backwards, and then he does have a toe hinge. So articulation-wise, it's decent, nothing exceptional. It's the same thing we've seen a million times over. When it comes to accessories, this figure is pretty standard. You don't get anything out of the ordinary, but you do get all the same face plates that came with the original release, sort of. Now again, he does come with this neutral looking to the side face, which is cool, but I'd still prefer one where he's looking forward also. He then comes with a pair of fist hands. He comes with a teeth gritted face, which this came with the original. Then he does come with a yelling, screaming face where he's again looking to the side. This did happen in the movie, but still we could have used one where he was looking forward. Then he does come with a kind of calm, smiling face as well. This is probably my favorite because we don't really get many of these. And when it comes to hands, he comes with a pair of kind of fingers together blast hands, almost like Vegeta's Big Bang Attack. He comes with his signature pair of martial arts hands. He comes with a pair of Kamehameha hands. And then he does come with a pair of wide open blast hands. Sadly, no instant transmission hands, but I mean, we've probably gotten a million of those as well. Would have been cool if they threw in a Kamehameha accessory, but now I think we've gotten quite a few of those also. So it's fine. Accessories, not bad. $30 figure. It's not like you really could have been expecting any more than what we got. Now, moving on to size comparisons, I'm not going to get all my Dragon Ball figures out. I just got a few, and I'd say that these are the ones that matter the most. Here he is standing next to an SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta, an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super CGI Piccolo, and an SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super CGI Gohan, which, I mean, in my opinion, he looks the best with Vegeta. Obviously, this Piccolo doesn't match the colors, and Gohan wasn't wearing this outfit in the movie, but it's fine. It's Dragon Ball. They all usually put on the same outfits at one given point or another again anyway, so yeah. Next up, here he is standing next to some Figma Jujutsu Kaisen Greatness action figures. We have him standing next to the GOAT himself, Satoru freaking Gojo. We also have him standing next to Mr. Yuta Okotsu, and then my boy, the best boy, Toge Inumaki. Lastly, here he is standing next to some of the Jada Toy Street Fighter figures. We have him standing next to the Jada Toy Street Fighter Fei Long. We also have him standing next to Ryu. And then, of course, the queen herself, Chun-Li. Now, when it comes to my final thoughts on this guy, I'll keep it brief. I am going to stick to my guns in saying that, in my personal opinion, this is the best looking version of Goku in this form as an action figure, because I really love vibrant colors, and I truly feels like it translates so well from movie to action figure. And this is the colors I remember on Goku when he was fighting in this form in Battle of Gods, especially when he had the aura around him. Everything about his outfit just kind of popped out. And that's exactly what the colors on this figure do for me, as well as the fact that they added shading. That's another reason that makes it worth picking up. I already told you guys my gripe. It's just the looking to the side faces. But other than that's about it. But one other thing I do want to throw in while it's on my mind really quickly is, even though this is the cheapest release of this form, the quality feels the best on this one. And as weird as that is to say, that's exactly how I feel. Most $30 Goku figures feel like they're going to fall apart in your hand. They get loose joints really easy. This guy does not have any of those issues. It legit feels like a premium release. And how that happened, I don't know. Maybe Tamashii Nations went in, did some retooling, up their plastic quality between the older releases. I can't say for sure, but this figure feels the best in hand. Now, anyway, that's my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep all my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.